Dexter Always Will Sin, episode 5, titled F for Fucked Up. And this episode is pretty much all about Dexter being grounded. How do you ground like a 20-year-old serial killer? I don't know. Apparently, if you're a cop and your child, your son, has killing urges, you can ground him and he'll eat some brownies that he thought was regular brownies, but turns out was his sister's weed brownies. Green brownies. Edibles. And he eats 6 of them. Which I'm very surprised Dexter eating 6 of them, why he didn't just pass out on the fucking ground. Why after eating number 4, he didn't just pass out onto the floor. He just didn't just fainted. If it was literally his first time eating pot. Which I don't like. Like, you know, it is silly. There's a lot of humor with, like, Dexter making fun of Deborah's name with, like, Deborah. But what you have here is the first time that these two characters, Deborah and Dexter, get along. The brother and sister dynamic happens. Because Deborah's just like, fuck you, Dex, your dad's always spending time with you, and blah, 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 blah. And now she's gets along with her brother. And I'm like, finally, like I'm liking Deborah here. I'm liking young teenage, Deborah Morgan. I'm like, good to go good. Because all the other times, I'm like, just shut the fuck up. So I thought it was a situation where, like, 30-year-old Deborah Morgan, I'm like, yeah, good character. But the moment that character gets transferred into a 16-year-old, I'm like, ugh. This is why when I write screenplays, anytime I was watching the first 4 episodes, I'm like, this is why I don't write main teenagers. Or if I do write teenagers, they act like 30-year-olds in 15-year-olds' bodies. That's what they are. But yeah, you got this nice bond, and of course there's a lot of heart tours as well, because it's linking the first year of their mother's death, and there's a lot of aspects of things, a lot of reflections, because we see 3 scenes that are great. We see Deborah's talking to Doris, Doris Morgan, and then Harry does, and we had the little flashback where we understand why a little bit more, like, simply. If it's one of those situations where, like, if you don't know why, this episode's going to tell you why. If it wasn't obvious, the reason he had an affair with Dexter's mom is simply because it got him a second chance. Got him a second chance to be a dad. He got along with, before shipping containers, he got along with Dexter as a 4-year-old. And he's like getting along with the kids, maybe less on the blind side of things, but he got along with, toddler Dexter, and everything's hunky-dory, and he gets in a chance, he's putting him into bed, and he has a chance to essentially have a second life. A second chance being a dad. And then the big oh shit moment happens, and that is, your actual real wife actually is going to have a kid, aka Deb. But, which is the big holy shit. So, when you have a third time to be a parent. But, there's a reason behind it. This is a good episode to explain there's a reason to everything. It isn't just, if you watch the pilot, Dexter, Harry, the cop, has a son who has killing instincts. I'll just train you to be, train you how to get, sweep through the cracks of the criminal system so you can hunt out the killers. No, in the show, they give you more details of it. In the show, there's more details, and how the conflict of it, the conflict of Harry raising a son who has those instincts. And this is the episode where he says, okay, Harry, Dexter, this is who you are. Harry, I can't want to say Harry. Dexter, this is who you are. You know, you're a killer. And you want to kill, and I train you to hunt other killers, go ahead. And already I'm like, yeah, this is going to bite him on the ass. Once again, this is like episode 10. This is our father. Is it our father, that episode? I think it's called Our Father or something. Or Harry's Law, whatever, which episode is. Season 2, Dexter is chopping up a body. Harry walks in, he throws up, and because of it, he is seeing what he has made, and probably also encourage. Because this episode, by the end of it, is like Harry is encouraging Dexter. It's no longer you go through me, you look at the files, you have to give me the say so. No, okay, I trust you, what you're doing. Which, the levels of reasons why Harry ends his life, it keeps going layers on layers on layers. And yes, it all relates with Dexter, but it's like, no, it's not just you trained a killer. It's not just you, in your mind, you failed as being a parent. It's not just you also, you also encourage your son to be a serial killer and get away with it for 20 years. It's kind of there's the acceptance of it. And it's there's more layers on it, which it gives you probably more context. If you ever go back to watching the original show and knowing what we know, there's a level of you get to see all the layers. You get to see all the layers. It's like Shrek. It's the onions. And I have to say this. It's safe to assume Brian the Ice Truck Killer wasn't the first odd dating choice that Deb ever makes, because anytime Deb dates someone, they always turn to be bad or man or something, because Deb is dating this guy, and she mentions the second kill, the girlfriend. Dexter has a girlfriend. I think since when? They have one smooch. I mean, saying, oh, a double date. I haven't seen Dexter and this girl to go out or make out or have a double date, or Dexter losing his virginity. Whatever the fuck it is, I haven't seen it. I'm like, Deb, what? But anyway, it's clearly the guy that go away. I think it's gonna be like typical Dexter stuff. The son of the guy that got away through Harry's case, who was trial for murdering 8 people, including 2 kids, is the father of Deborah's boyfriend. But the best way to describe this episode is it's a bridging episode. As much as I'm praising it, as much as I'm like, hey, this is a really good episode, good down to the characters, by the end of it, it's all about it's a bridging episode. It's finishing off all of it's finishing off all the stories that happened in the first 4 episodes, and wrapping all the stories that happened in the last, and setting up the stuff in the second half for between 6 to 10. That's basically what it is. That's basically what the episode is in a story structure. It's a good version of it. It's a very, very good version. But once again, fucking Dexter, wear fucking gloves. You're working CI. Wear gloves. I know you're not searching the next victim. It's a bloody horse tranquilizer, because this is the episode where Dexter realized, he gets the idea of, if I put a horse tranquilizer in someone's neck, they will get knocked out for at least 3 hours, or 2 hours, or an hour, whatever, how long it would be. So I can take my time and don't feel rushed, and I can kind of kill the people and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's, we're getting there. We're getting the Dexter, doing the Dexter stuff. Always, technically, the only thing left is the blood slides, like him slicing the cheek and the blood slides and all that, to him throwing toward the chaos and all that stuff. Maybe he'll meet Rita. Blonde Rita. Little bit early for that, wouldn't it? I picture Rita like, what, 10 years off all that. But anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts on this